God, I don't doubt that you're talking to me. I don't doubt that you hear me, but I'm not hearing you. As a mother, that is so hard. Y'all, that is so hard as a mother to get silence. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharonda Patrice. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we talk about all things motherhood, entrepreneurship, and faith. And today we're going to have a faith talk. So let me just start off by saying God is so good, okay? Let me say it again. God is so good. He's faithful and he stands by his word. So, with that being said, let me go into a little story time. I have been feeling like I have been distant from God. I feel like I haven't really been hearing from him. And in turn, it has been kind of turning me away. I feel like from church, from or just in general, you know what I mean? Like I get up on Sunday mornings and I have to make myself go to church. Like it is like a come on girl, you gotta go. Like you gotta go. I get there, I finally go, I get there, and I'm just there. Like not really feeling anything, kind of just going with the motions. Um and then when I leave church, I'm just like, I'm not going back. Like several months of me doing this because I felt like I had been talking to God and I wasn't hearing anything. Um, and this goes for like business. This goes for being a mom. This goes for being a wife. This goes for uh, everything, household, family, everything. Just feel like I had been talking and he wasn't listening. Like that's what it felt like, to be honest. But yesterday I was on my way to my physical therapist appointment, and normally when I drive with a podcast on. I normally have something on, podcast or music, usually podcasts. We stay deep in the boonies, and it takes us a minute to get wherever we're going. And so I usually have a podcast on. And yesterday I decided to ride in silence. I rode in silence, and it takes me 30 minutes to get to physical therapy. So I rode in silence the entire way there, and I just talked to God. And I was just like, God, I don't doubt that you're talking to me. I don't doubt that you hear me, but I'm not hearing you. And I don't know if you are talking to me in a different way than you usually talk to me, but I'm not hearing you. And if you are talking to me in a different way, please make it clear that you're talking to me and like this is like your new way of talking to me. And I was just like very like vulnerable with God. Like I can't hear you. Like I want you to give me direction. I want you to guide me. I want you to tell me which way I need to go, but I'm not hearing you. And so that was pretty much like the prayer. And so normally when God talks to me, he talks to me through dreams. But y'all, to know me is to know that I dream every night, okay? But the last few months, I have not been dreaming like that. And so it had even gotten to the point that when I was dreaming, I would record the dream. And we're coming up on dream number 3 in the last like 3 or 4 months. So that tells you how little I have been dreaming, and that's how he talks to me. So that's why I'm just like, God, if you're talking to me in a different way, I don't hear you. Like, I don't know it's you. So anyway, after all that, I did my thing, went on about my day. So then last night I had this dream, and it was a very insignificant dream. Well, it seemed to be a very insignificant dream. So the dream was I was with, or a girl called me who seemed to be like my best friend or a good friend, and she asked me if I would go to a doctor's appointment with her for her twins. Her twins were a month old, and this was like their month old checkup. And her twins were a boy and a girl. They were named Kyrie and Kyra. I don't recognize the girl like in real life. She was married. Her husband was also at the appointment. So I'm not really sure why I was there, but I went. Of course, I said I would go. Um, After the doctor's appointment, we went to a talent show, and in this talent show, it had like different rounds. Um, there was like a winner every round. And so then at the end, there was one. At the end, there was this last round, which included everybody who won the previous rounds before. And then whoever won that round won the entire talent show. And so this one particular girl, she won one of the rounds, and she was just like, if I don't win this whole talent show, I'm gonna do something that y'all are not gonna like. And she didn't win, and she did try something, but it didn't work. Like, it was something with like some fire or something like that, and it didn't work. And so after that, it turned into the talent show. Then turned into like this family day, I guess. And so like there was like vendors outside, there was food, bouncy houses, and the main thing that I remember was the hot air balloon. And so it was just like a setup, like the rest of the stuff, like the bouncy house or whatever. And you would just like pay to go on this hot air balloon. And so people were trying to get me to go on this hot air balloon. I did not want to get on it. Like, it just seemed crazy to want to get on a hot air balloon. So even the people who like own the situation was just like, let me just show you the functionality of it. Let me show you like how it goes up in the air, what happens while it's in the air, how do we bring it back down, yada yada yada. They showed me all that. Still was not having it. Okay. After the family day, they were like, everybody who like participated or whatever needed to help clean up. So her husband actually did like some not yard work, but like he picked up some stuff. So that was pretty much a dream. As you can see, it was pretty insignificant, right? But it it I felt like it meant something. Just because I hadn't been dreaming, and I had just prayed to God the day before that I'm not hearing you. So like, if you're talking to me, I need you to tell me. So I kind of dove into like, the different aspects of the dreams. So for one, the hot air balloon symbolizes like transition. Transitioning, God taking you somewhere. It could also mean like peace. Then I also looked into the baby names, Kyrie and Kyra. Kyrie means Lord. That's what shook me. Kyrie means Lord. Kyra means Lord. That's where I got shook. So I was like, okay, God, I'm pretty sure this is you. So let me keep diving into stuff, right? So then I looked up talent show. I looked up what a talent show means in a dream. And a talent show in a dream means that I can't remember exactly how they worded it, but something along like the lines of God-given talent. Your God-given talent. And I was like, okay, God, I hear you. Like, and the one of the main things I was talking to God about was um not really knowing if this business is the right thing. Like, am I doing the right thing with this business? Because people aren't like buying. People don't seem like they're very interested in what I got going on. And so I'm like, am I in the right thing? And it, based off the symbolism of the dream, it's like God was saying, like, I'm transitioning you, but the transition is gonna be your God-given talents. Hey y'all, future me recording here. I was just editing and I realized that I missed an important part of the dream, which was, or important message from the dream, which was that I was scared. So when they were talking about the hot air balloon and all that stuff like that, I was scared. And with the hot air balloon symbolizing transition, like it's almost like God was like saying, like, I know you're scared that about a transition, but the transition is gonna happen and I'm gonna help you through it. And so I just want to throw that in there. Like, that was an important part to me. Like, that, to acknowledge that I was scared during the hot air balloon in the dream, which is symbolizing me being scared in transition, and I am, and I'm aware of that. So I think that was just God kind of just like reassuring me, like, everything's gonna be okay, even though you're scared. So anyway, I just wanted to insert that before I finish the rest of the video. And although that's not like direct, that's enough for me because I felt like I wasn't hearing anything. And that to me gave me hope that God is still here with me. It gave me hope that God is going to guide me. If this business is not where I need to be, I have hope that He will guide me and transition me into where He needs me to be. And that's the thing. Like, we get into this stuff that we want to do. Like, we want to, uh, or how do I put it? We get into things that we want to do. We get into things that we're like, oh, well, this will make me the money. This will get me yada, yada, yada. It is more of what we want to do and not what He wants us to do. And so like I said, now I'm having like hope in God. Like, it's kind of restoring my faith that He's there and He's going to guide me in the way that I need to go. He's going to guide me in the way that He wants me to go. And so that's why I'm just saying, you guys, just whenever you're having doubts, whenever you are not sure if God's talking to you, whether you're not sure if He's even listening to you, like, just continue to talk to God. Sometimes we need to turn the noise off. That's another thing. Sometimes we need to turn the noise off because sometimes that is hindering us from hearing God too. We need to stop scrolling on our phones all day long. Turn the TVs off. Turn the radios off. Turn the podcast off. Whatever it is, give God a little bit of your day. You know what I mean? Silence, where you're just talking, and let God talk to you and tell you what He's planning for you, how He plans on guiding you. Just talk to Him in silence. And as a mother, that is so hard. Y'all, that is so hard as a mother to get silence, especially as a stay-at-home mom, because you're around the kid 24/7, right? But I believe that a little bit of silence will go a long way. A little bit of silence and just talking to the Lord, being in his presence will go a long way. That ride was 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes literally helped me hear God when I felt like I wasn't hearing anything. Not that I felt that he wasn't there, it felt like he wasn't saying anything. So just take it from me, you guys. Try to get that time in with God alone. 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever you have to give God, give it to God. Because that's what he wants. He wants to talk to his daughters. He wants to talk to his sons. He wants you to bring your problems to him, even though he already knows the problems, but he just wants you to say it. And he just wants you to find comfort in him. And I believe that, like I said, just learning how to just for a moment, just a little bit of silence and just talk to God. And you'll hear what you need to hear. So you guys, that's just my faith talk today. Just a little bit of encouragement when we feel like we're not where we need to be. So I hope I was able to encourage you guys with my dream, and just like knowing that somebody else is going through maybe the same thing that you're going through. Like, it's normal. I feel it's normal to have seasons where you feel like you don't hear from God, or that you're not um, in a place to hear from God, I guess I should say. Um, but just don't get discouraged. Keep on going. Keep on trying to do your best and prioritizing God, and he'll come through for sure. So you guys, I will talk to you guys on the next video. Let me know down in the comments if you have dealt with this before, and how you kind of overcame it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.